Can I get your name and badge number?
Sergeant Pham, 161.
Okay, I'm here concerning an ongoing problem that I've been having. I'm protesting over at the probation department and the county offices.
Go outside here, we'll talk about it.
Sure. Is there a reason to go outside with it?
I'm sorry?
Is there a reason to go outside with it?
No, I just brought it out here. It's easier to talk, and just don't want to.
Okay.
Is there a reason why you're taping?
Yeah, I'm making a video about my experience with protests. Does this make you uncomfortable?
No.
I'm a First Amendment auditor. I've run into some bad behavior over at the probation department. I've been protesting for quite a while over there.
Okay, can I just know who I'm talking to first?
Nick Stedovan.
Nick.
Stedovan.
How do you say it?
What's some? It doesn't really matter.
I just want to, Nick.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
I mean,
Nick, good citizen. How about good citizen?
You're talking to, so I'd like to know who I'm talking to.
So you're an official, and your official capacity, your rules and regulations state that when I, as a public, ask you to identify yourself, you have to do so.
Okay,
If I'm not,
I ask you to identify yourself, so would you identify yourself?
The way the law works in California is if I haven't committed a crime, haven't committed a crime, committing a crime, or about to commit a crime,
Okay,
I'm not
fine.
obligated to identify
Okay,
myself.
I'd
It's
just
the
like
Fourth
to know-
Amendment of the
that's fine.
Constitution of the United
I'd just like
States.
to know who I'm talking to.
I told you my name is Nick Stedovan, but
I just can't.
you're
I
not
can't
listening.
hear what your last name is.
You're not listening. It doesn't matter what my last name is.
Okay, well, I mean, just like you're asking me my name, if I said my name, you would like to hear what it is. Just like when you ask for my badge number, I'm telling you my badge number.
I don't care who you are or what your badge number is. I'm just doing this for the video.
How can I help you today, Nick?
For the video, that's why I
How
asked.
can I help you today?
Right? You understand that, right?
Nick, how can I help you today, sir?
Do you understand that or not?
I'm sorry?
Do you understand that I only asked your name and badge number for the
You can record whatever
video?
you want to record.
I only asked it for the video. That's all.
Nick,
So
you can ask whatever you want to ask. And if
you
I
watch
can-
Commander today?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
How can I help you
So
today?
what I've had, the problems that I've had over there is I've been on the public property at the probation location. You're familiar with that location, right? It's county owned. Yes.
Okay.
It's across from the first parking lot that they usually use for jurors.
Yes.
I've had a private security guard that works for the probation over there.
You have a private security guard?
I've had the private security guard that works for probation over there hand me an envelope and tell me that I've been officially trespassed, which I understand the law to mean that unless I've committed a crime, if I'm engaged in a First Amendment protected activity such as recording for purposes of press or protesting under freedom of speech and redress,
Okay.
I cannot be trespassed. They might not lock what's going on, and they might solicit a trespass from the property owner, because the property owner is separate from the fact that the county is utilizing it for public purposes. They've tried to skirt the issue and say, well, this is private property, and it is owned privately, but it's when it's leased to a county, the county leases it for the purposes of utilizing it for official probation business. It's public accessible, therefore, as long as I'm there on official business, like
Were you
demonstrating.
there on official business?
Anytime I'm recording for a video and dissemination for to the public,
Okay.
it's a First Amendment press
You can take
issue.
it up to them.
No, I've tried to, but that's why I'm here today.
What would you like me to do?
Well, I'm here today because they've officially tried to trespass me with a private security guard over there, which I didn't take the paper that he gave to me, so I'm not really sure what the paperwork was, but I'd like to find out if I'm officially trespassed over there or not. And secondly, I'd like to know why they're turning off their phones and locking the doors to a public access. It's a
That's something you would have to talk to them about. I don't
yes,
have
but
any
there
access
is
to
no way to
their
get in over there.
Okay, then you have to call the county probation. Okay. County probation office. They have an
I
office.
called them; they're not answering. the
Okay,
phone.
then I can't help you with that because that's not part of the police department. It's Orange County Probation Office. You would have to call the county probation office to ask why.
So you wouldn't know if I was trespassed over there?
Well, I don't know. It depends on what you were doing over there, what they consider
depends on-
trespass. They didn't call us. We don't know anything about that, and that's
Well, like I said,
their jurisdiction. And that's their building. You would have to call and talk.
I've been asked to not be on the property by their
Okay.
private security guard. I'm not sure
If
that
they
it's a
ask
valid
you
trespass.
not to be in their property, then just don't be in their property.
No, you don't understand, sir.
Okay.
They don't get to make a decision on whether a
Okay.
public is
Then
allowed to
then
be on
you
public
should-
property
then
when
go ahead,
engaged
go
in a
back
First
there.
Amendment protected activity.
Okay, then go ahead and go back there, Nick.
Well, that's why I'm asking you, Dean. Is there any way you can ascertain whether there's a valid assertion of, because if there's a
I
valid
don't know. I
assertion,
cannot speak for them, for the property owner. I cannot speak for probation office.
don't you work for us?
I work.
I
For
mean,
the
you
city of
signed up for
Westminster.
this job.
I
You
work
should
for-
know that you protect and serve the public. I'm part of the public. I've had some problems over here in the Civic Center.
I can't help you
There,
right now.
you can't help me. Why?
Like
You
I
can't
said,
or you
have
won't
to take
help.
that up to the probation office.
You can't or you won't help me. Because
I-
it seems to me it'd be a pretty easy thing to call over there as the civil police department
said,
watch
you're
commander and
welcome
say,
to
is this
call
person
over.
allowed to be on the property or not? They won't talk to me.
Okay. Then you can take it up to them. Okay.
This is a circular conversation.
Okay.
You're telling me
I'm
to
sorry
take it up
that-
with them, and that's
Yes.
part of the problem is they turned off their phone.
Okay. No, I'm sure you can call Orange County Probation Office. They're not turning off their phone.
They've turned off their phone.
I'm sure there is a number for general public to
They've
call.
turned on to the phone.
I
Today, while I was trying to speak to them, they hung up on me and then turned off the
If they
phone.
hung up their phone and that's their problem, then you have to take it up to their supervisor.
It's a problem because they serve the public.
Okay. I'm sorry, but I can't help you with that. Okay.
You can't help me with that. You
Yes.
can't point me in a direction of who I would talk to about denial of services to a public facility.
Right now, Nick, is to call the Orange County Probation Office and take it up to them. Okay.
So you want Orange County Probation Department, you mean their office?
Yes.
Okay, now
They
they've
have a
turned
number,
off their
they have
phone.
an
I told
office.
you that they're trying to
They have
trespass me
I
for.
think they have an office downtown or something like that. Or you can.
I've explained to you that they've tried to trespass me for exercising my First Amendment
Okay.
protected activity. They turned off
Okay.
the phone and they're not accepting.
I'm sorry, but I can't help you right now.
When can you help me?
Like I said, that's.
You can't help me or won't help me or never will help me?
I
Because
can't
right
help
now,
you to deal with the probation office problem.
you won't help me right now. You can't help me right now. When can you help me?
Maybe I can give you a number, a general number for probation office. Okay?
So you haven't really thought out like how to go around this. That's why
I
I'm here
will
talking
get
to
you
you.
a number. You can call them. Okay.
I have their phone number.
Okay,
They've
then
turned off the phone.
Please call them.
I have
Thank
called
you.
them. They've turned off the phone.
Thank you, Nick.
You know, it shows really lack of professionalism and a
Like I said,
dereliction of
I'm-
duty
I'm
for the
so-
watch commander of
Okay.
my. Look, I'm a Westminster resident. You're on YouTube,
Okay.
and I'm telling you right now, this is a dereliction of duty and a lack of professionalism for you to walk away from this and say, "Well, I'm not going to help you."
I did not say that. Right?
You said, "I'm not going to help you right now."
Like I said, Nick, I'm willing to give you the number.
You call me Captain Camera.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's my handle
Nick,
on YouTube,
okay.
Captain Camera.
Have a good day, Nick. I
So-
will give you the number to probation office. You can call them, take it up to them. But I
Well, how do I reach the people that oversee the probation department?
Like I said, there's a number that you can call.
Is nobody here that can help me with that?
I can only give you the number you can call.
No, the people that oversee the probation department, they turned off
No,
their
no,
phone.
we don't oversee probation office.
No, I didn't say you did.
Okay, I will find a number for probation. I'll give it to you. You can call.
Civil police are where I go to when I want to start trying to nail down the lawfulness of my activity, which I'm trying to flex the First Amendment.
You can find yourself an attorney and deal with probation over there. If they don't allow you in that building, you can go deal with them.
It seems to me like you're trying to avoid being
I'm
a
not.
service to the
Let me
public
get you
when
the
I
number.
told you what the problem is and you're saying, well, I really don't want to deal with it.
I did not say that.
You are saying that.
Twisted my word.
You are saying that.
I will get you the number for probation.
I have the number for probation. I told you they turned their
Is there
phone
anything
off.
else I can help you with?
Yes, you can call over there and
I'm
ascertain
not
whether or
gonna
not
call-
there's a
no,
valid.
you need to call them because they are saying that you cannot go over there. This
So you're
is-
going to stonewall me on my request to try and figure out what the problem is over
Have a
there?
good day, Nick. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for nothing. You didn't help me at all.
Like I said,
You're not helping me at all.
you're welcome to go
Yeah.
to probation and complain to them.
Yeah, this is a dereliction of duty. You're not serving the public right now. This is looking really bad in the Westminster Police Department for the watch commander to not help the public when there's a question about whether or not I've been trespassed from a public
That's
place
between
without
you
having
and
committed a crime or interfered with their ability to do their job.
Well,
This is the First Amendment. You've taken an oath to
You're
defend,
welcome.
protect and defend
You're
the,
here in our
the
department.
Constitution
You're
of
here
the
in our
United States. It doesn't sound to me like you're interested in protecting the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. I'm telling you that I've been over there trying to flex the First Amendment to freedom of press, freedom to protest. They've tried to illegitimately trespass me from a public place,
Okay.
right? It's publicly accessible, it's public.
Thank you for educating me.
Can't run away quick enough, huh?
I'm not, there's nothing else I can do for you.
Well, can you find out if I'm legally legally?
Like I said, if they're telling you, then that's between you and them, right?
So you, as the civil police department, can't figure out whether or not I've been legally trespassed?
I don't know what you did over there.
I told you what I did over there. I told you several times.
Then you have to take it up to them, okay? Thank you.
Yeah. It's not, I wish I felt the same way. You're just glad that I'm not like pressing this further, right? You're not helping me.
I don't know what else to do for you.
You're part of the civil police department.
Okay.
I'm a citizen. You've sworn an oath to uphold and protect the First Amendment of the
Hey,
Constitution of the United
that's
States.
the county
They're
property.
trying to trespass me illegally from a public place.
Then you take it up to them, okay?
Who are they going to call if I go over there and they decide they want to try and
They
press
can
the
call
issue?
the deputy, they can call the sheriff department.
So could you call the sheriff's department and find out if I'm
Like I
legally?
said, Nick, that's up you. Need
How
to
would I
talk
go
to
about finding out if I'm legally trespassed
so-
from a public facility?
them. Orange County Sheriff Department is right over there.
No, that's the courthouse.
Okay. You can call the probation office because
So now you're sending me in circles and what fors and
Probation
maybes.
office.
Maybe you could go over to the courthouse and ask them. I know the sheriff's over there. You're not helping me.
Okay, now you.
I need a definite answer.
Call
I don't need to go
probation
over there and get into trouble because
Probation
from lack of
office.
trying. I'm trying to avoid having being arrested over there, and you're not helping me. You're not interested at all.
Have a good day, Nick.
Just gonna walk away?
Yes.
God, what a pig! You're a pig.
What did you say?
You're a pig.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you're a pig.
Now you're trying to.
You're a pig.
Decide something.
You're not helping me.
Okay.
Look at you. You can't close the door quick enough. What a pig! God. What a pig. And that's what we get from the pigs in Westminster PD. They don't want to fucking be involved with a protest or the First Amendment, flexing the First Amendment. They're not upholding and protecting the right to protest or to film in public. They're just, no, I don't want to deal with this. Ask somebody else.
It's me. Well, you want to see me again?
God, this is boring.
You're gonna keep this copy.
Yeah, I've been having denial of services take place over at the probation department. They've also tried to illegally trespass me from the facility without having committed a crime or interfered with the performance of their duties because I'm, trying to film over there in public and then protest because I.
Did you say the probation department?
Yeah.
The probation department?
Now they've turned off their phone. They've tried to illegally trespass me from the property, which I'm not sure how exactly I should go about trying to be transparent about my beef with them because I can't talk to them on the phone when they hear that I'm trying to bring into them. They hang up the phone and then turn it off and put it onto a message machine.
Which building or which department with probation are? Like,
It's
which
it's
division? Like,
it's
where-
on, it's listed on the guide for the
Okay.
Civic Center, but it's nondescript. It's just an address.
Is it-
14180, I think it is.
Oh, it's one of the buildings out front, right?
Yeah, if you go all the way down to the 13th Street and then
Yeah.
one building over from
Yes.
the little parking.
Yeah, the county complex over there.
Yeah,
So
the
what's
county owns or leases the building from the property owner. They've taken to trying to split hairs and say, well, the property owner's,
no,
the
county-
property owner is
Yeah.
trespassing you.
Sure.
They tried to solicit, the first time I went over there, they started barking orders and surrounding me with guns and, people with guns.
Yeah.
In the lobby, not just in the lobby, but in the hallway, and then locked the doors to the building. It's a public accessible building. They can't do that. It's against the law. They locked the lobby up. They turned off their phones.
So, yeah, it sounds like you're having some beef with.
Yeah, so I've been protesting over there on the basis that I want to flex the First Amendment, right to protest and right to redress for grievances, right to freedom of press, which is the right to record.
Which,
for-
so I guess, so I'm curious, so,
Yeah.
yeah, so I guess, how can we help? Because probation's county, so. I
Yeah,
guess
but the
it-
problem is, like, they're operating in Westminster. You should have some ability to call over there and ascertain whether I've been legally trusted, or
We don't.
for me.
So, we don't. So if you're having issues with, this plexiglass is fun. I'm trying to find a computer that works right now, so I can pull you some information, but,
I've been given an administrative number to call, which I did, and I talked to somebody that seemed very helpful, and then immediately, when I called back an hour later, she said that she would contact me a little later in the day. She never contacted me again, and when I called back in to talk to her,
Yeah.
she had a message that says, I'm gonna be on vacation until the 8th of next month.
well,
So I'm trying to figure out,
There's gotta be more than one person.
I'm
Yes.
trying to figure out if I've been lawfully trespassed, or if they're violating violating the law by denying me my constitutional guarantee to exercise
So all
film.
that stuff, I get it, they're in Westminster, we don't have any jurisdiction as far as that goes, but there is a
Well, this is
process.
Westminster City Hall.
It is Westminster City Hall.
Yeah, so
But we are-
if it's happening in Westminster, you have some say-so about what businesses and the behavior of
But
of
when it comes to that, we don't, so it's a little more complicated.
So the county can come in and do whatever they want, and you guys have no say-so in it?
Because we're not.
You can't stop them from doing what they're doing if they're running a brothel over there?
Well, no, but that's a different thing, they're not.
They're
running a
charging
city-
each probationer, each person on probation or parole, $5,000 for being on probation, when my tax dollars and your tax dollars have already paid for their salaries, the rental of the property through the county, from the property owner. There is no reason for them at all.
And that's the jurisdiction of the Board of Supervisors.
Okay.
That is the Board of Supervisors.
The Board of Supervisors.
Yes, the county Board of
The
Supervisors.
County Board of
County
Supervisors.
Board of
Okay.
Supervisors, so all of this that's county board.
Could you write that down for me?
Absolutely,
I'd like to
absolutely,
call the
absolutely.
County Board of the Supervisors.
Yes.
That would be one place to
Yes.
talk about some of my issues.
Absolutely, because it sounds like this is all county related.
Yes.
County related, they have a process.
Yeah, they're
like-
running that office through the county. They're running
Yes,
the
everything is, yes, so
Yeah.
I was trying to pull up a computer, let me get you some info. Huh?
Here's one, hopefully that works for you.
Okay.
So sorry, I don't think
Yeah.
anyone needs that one today.
That's okay. I think that one went. Yeah, no, that's.
Alright, can you please
If you wanna pop
sign?
over here, you can.
Good morning. Afternoon.
It's morning somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me,
It's 4:20 somewhere, right?
Back to okay?
so, I'm gonna give you a few different resources for you. So, you said you got the info for probation. We can-
Well, I've been calling over there. They turned the phone off. They locked the door.
If you're having issues with how they are doing things as well, you can actually go straight to the DA's office. So DA is
District
also
Attorney.
part-
Could you
Yes, they
maybe
are part of-
get a sheet of paper, write those?
I'm
those.
gonna pull all
Okay.
this up for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, I was perturbed and a little bit, they have me on my heels a little bit, and I feel like now they're behaving. I mean, my poster is outside and it says "Stop the corruption at probation." Criminals work here. I mean, I feel like those people have created their own little fiefdom. They don't feel accountable to anybody, and the way that they keep that from happening is by turning their phones off, locking the door. Trespassing anybody they don't want there. I mean, I'm allowed to come there and video. I mean, the Department of Homeland Security has upheld every citizen's right to film and photograph in the county employees, anybody in the course of their duties.
Public building.
in the performance of their duties, and they're acting like I'm a criminal.
We do need a.
And, you know, like I said,
I put it over there.
since we're not involved and I don't really know, I can at least get you to a few of these, you know, a few of these contacts for you.
Just so you know, I talked to the civil police next door, the PD.
Okay.
Those guys are derelict in their duty. They didn't want to help me at all. They weren't willing to like give me information. They just said, well, keep calling back to the place where they're turning the phones off. And they couldn't get behind the door and close the door in my face quick enough.
Well,
He only stopped when I said, hey, you're derelict. You're being a pig, man. I need help. I'm the public. My tax dollars pay for your salary, and you're not helping. You're not listening. You're just telling me to keep doing what I'm doing, which is I'm at an impasse. They've trespassed me from public, and I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not a criminal. You're not helping me. He's like, well, I gotta go. That's all I can tell you. Call over there. Call over there. This is the watch commander over there too.
there's the whole process. So let me get you a couple of things and.
Maybe that's what we need. I need to get myself involved with the proper process. The people who they're accountable to, you know.
Yeah, I know. It's,
I wanted to go to like city council meetings and get involved because I had a sitting city council member come to my house. We had a 20-minute conversation. I voted for him in the last cycle. I wanted to go to and get myself, because I'm permanently disabled and retired, and I wanted to go but they were like, they're not doing that yet. They're still doing, you know,
We're still
remote.
We are still virtual.
Yeah,
You can
virtual.
Still, if you can still, if you want
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
meet with a council member, like that's your absolute.
Well, the thing is, I wanted to participate in the city council meetings, but I think that's more technically. You'd have to be more savvy than I am with technology
As
to go.
as far as well, I mean, but you could still, again, like with the city council meetings, just on the
Zoom.
From a resident perspective, you can still get your 5 minutes and bring up issues that you think are
Yeah.
are issues.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you can always email. That's an option. You can always email, and we can read your comments out. If you're not tech savvy, we have quite a few people who are not, and that's.
And I can show them all of the videos of the criminal behavior they've been demonstrating. They've been modeling over there. You know, when 7 people with guns surround you in the hallway of a public building and tell you to shoo.
Yeah, they might tell you
very
that
intimidating.
They might refer you back to same thing, but
Yes.
I mean, what do you do when the people with the guns and the badges are the
To
criminals?
Fernanda earlier. I don't know if she.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
About the morale.
I'm not trying to make all of them bad. I'm just saying the good ones are letting the bad ones kind of run the show over there, and they're pushing the privacy of the private offices that they have in that facility into the lobby and into the hallway and out of the building, and telling me that I can't trust that if I'm there filming or present on the property that I'm trespassing. That's not true.
since I wasn't there, and I don't know what the circumstances are, it's hard to tell. Let me get you. Like, how long has this been going on?
Weeks.
Weeks.
Yeah. I just happened to walk in there the other day and they surrounded me with guns and told me to
Is
get
this the
out.
first time you've been here to try to get assistance? Or?
No. I talked to a gentleman, he gave me a phone number for an administrative person.
Administrating for
And I called them and they sounded like they were gonna help me, but then they said they were gonna call me back. They didn't call me back. I called them back and I got a message from the person I had spoken to hours earlier telling me that they'd be on vacation until the 8th of next month, which seems like another, again, you know, whether they're actually on vacation or not, but it seems like, you know, what are the chances, you know, you're gonna call me back and then I call you back and all of a sudden you're missing for several weeks, you know.
I get
You're
it.
just throwing up roadblocks for this guy to get fed up and walk away from it, but I'm not gonna walk away from it. I'm gonna keep pushing it, and if they feel like they've legally trespassed me from the facility, and I'm only exercising my First Amendment right to record and to protest, you can't criminalize a First Amendment protected activity. You can't say a person is trespassing if they're not committing a crime
I spoke to Fernanda.
or interfering with the processes that would normally take place in the course of their duties, like, you know, blocking access or interfering with people coming or going or
Like how to go through that process.
making a scene.
for the Moran Street.
Which protest sounds like it to them. They're saying, they're trying to establish that, well, he's making a scene and making it impossible for us to conduct normal activity, but I'm on the sidewalk. I'm in public and and it's a First Amendment protected activity to protest on the sidewalk.
I'm coming here for the.
Not even, not even in front of the building, and not even the parking, I'm on the sidewalk.
Oh, okay, let me give. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Let me. So Officer Ramon came out and she was like, oh, this issue with like the zoning.
I'm astonished. I can't believe that there's nothing City Hall that wants to take an interest in this kind of behavior from people working.
So you know, service a lot of restaurants around here. And so basically, order place in, take out the order to the car, and then we check the order in the loads, right?
That's where that would go, but, you know, they have their different
Yes,
services
exactly.
and stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
You know,
Yeah, and
And
so
are you parking in the alleyway?
the unloading vehicle is like, you know, when the trucks come sometimes, they need to unload.
So I need to call the Board of Supervisors
And so that's something that you need to do.
and the Westminster DA or the county DA.
So there's no specific Westminster DA, it's a
Yeah,
county.
basically they're not parking.
Okay, so the
Basically, they're
VA of Orange County.
Yes.
Okay.
All of it is the county.
What about the denial of services for a public building?
So denial of services, you would have to go to the county about their application.
I'm calling to ask for a supervisor to address the fact that they trespassed me, and I'm trying to ask for clarification and verification so that I'm not on the property if I'm trespassed, and to find out if they really think that they can do that for a First Amendment protected activity, then take them to court to sue them.
So you would still talk to, so.
They're not answering the phone. They turned the phone off when they heard that I was calling in today.
But do you have the number that you called them?
It's the standard number you find when you Google it. The Westminster Probation.
Let me go. Make sure it's not the same. Okay, so you actually like that building.
That building.
That building's phone number. But
Yeah.
not necessarily.
Westminster Probation is that building.
Yeah, no, but,
Yeah.
but you didn't necessarily call the actual administrative management offices in Santa Ana. No.
I have called them, but
But that's the one where you.
yeah, she told me she'd call me back and never did. And then when I called her back, she said she's on vacation till the 8th of next
There's still
month.
somebody else covering, I guarantee it.
Yeah, I hope so.
This is the back.
Okay, and then
This is the front.
there's the fire access. You can't be blocking the
The
fire
DA's
access.
office.
So like you're only here for 30 minutes
Yeah.
with this too. There's always cars coming in. You can't be like
Okay.
blocking the
You have a little pen I could use? I'm just gonna do a notation.
Why do we move the truck over here? If this truck's an issue,
See, this would be pertaining to the denial of services.
That would
15
be,
minutes.
yeah, that
Why
would be
can't you
denial of
just-
services,
because
they're
this is a
violating
road.
First Amendment,
This is a big
et cetera.
road, right? If you park the whole truck here,
If you really wanted to go
Then
further,
it's
you could
hard
go
to
to
go in
state
and out.
as well, Department
Yeah,
of,
but
the
you're
DOJ,
saying that
state
they're
level.
only gonna be here for a little bit.
Department of
start there.
Justice, called
Especially
Department
if
of
you park the
Justice,
whole
okay.
18-wheeler truck here, you're basically blocking this whole section here like this.
But once they're
I would say go
loading,
county
why don't you
first.
just park on the street?
What do you mean?
Go down this route first,
Go
but yeah,
here,
the
but
state,
these
you know,
trucks
and
are
then that's a good
parked on
local
the
number
street
initially.
temporarily. So
Okay, and the administrative people,
So the administrative people is, so.
what's the county board
So-
of administrators?
well, So probation first, and I'll give you the board too. So the probation number, if that was the number that you called previously,
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you
Yeah,
how
I
tight.
know the area. I'm
general
Yeah,
after
yeah.
area.
that's
It's just-
administrative for probation. So if
Okay.
you wanted to move up their chain,
Yeah,
then you can go.
that's what I wanna do.
Then
I
you
know
could
the
call
building's on the
probation.
corner and
Okay.
there's a.
And then the
Where's that?
next one would be
14831 Moran.
the, okay. The next one would be,
Yeah, I mean,
this is for the board.
the reason
of
we bring it up is we don't
Supervisors.
work with the city,
Your
so I figure the best
representative
option is,
here for
okay.
this county is
Yeah.
going, for
have
this
to
district is
park
Andrew
when
Doe.
you're unloading.
Andrew
It
Doe.
has to
Yeah,
be in
Andrew
front
Doe,
of
his
the gate.
information's not on
You can't be
here.
unloading
But
right
that's how
here.
you would call for the
So
office
if
of
you
board
have
supervisors,
trucks
and you
here,
can get his,
they need to be
you
parked
know,
out
his
in the
information
front.
and everything from there.
So-
But it's
They're
Andrew Doe's
done,
office.
and then
Let me see if I can,
back to the.
So-
let me see if I can get
So-
a direct number for his.
Good question. We
district
also
office.
went to the building, this side right here, the one all the way to the left. What if we parked behind it? Yes.
Like I said,
DO?
things too are
Yeah,
like
it's DO.
illegal. You can't just be parking right here.
Andrew Doe's direct
This
office
whole area has to be clear.
is
The parking is only like 3 and
loading 714.
Uh-huh.
I think it says, is it 834-3110? Yeah, 3110. So 834-3110.
Right in front of
714.
that building.
834.
Which one?
Okay, so it's already here.
Well,
to the right.
so this one's 3100.
No,
this
no, right
number is
there. Yeah, that,
310.
just have the mouse on that.
Okay, let's start out after 714.
834.
834
31.
Yeah.
3110. Okay, got
Slightly
it.
different from this.
Yeah.
But that's the main like admin line. That's to direct.
Okay. So there's some absolute
So those are your
Options.
Those are your powers.
yeah options.
Those are absolutely your powers.
I've been vaccinated, so I'm not sure how
30 minutes, we can't report.
you feel about that, getting that pen back. Yeah.
With all the things.
No, I'm talking
I really
about
appreciate your help.
this truck right here.
Thank you so much.
This is a necessity right
You know,
here.
if it's probation, it's
Yes,
county,
but
you
this
totally get
truck is gonna
frustration.
come.
No, this truck would not come
But
in
this
here.
is your-
There's
this
no
is
way
your
this truck
route.
can.
Westminster criminals. The criminals working here at the Westminster Probation Department have to go. We're sick and tired of the terrorism that you're committing. You can't charge us $5,000 a head for being on probation. That's what the tax dollars pay for. What is this? Is this a mafia outfit? You think we owe you $5,000 after we've already committed? We've already served our fucking time in the county jail or the state pen? Fuck you guys! Get the hell out of here, you're criminals! Yeah. Fuck the probation department. These criminals gotta go. Huh? Yeah, they do parole here too. Yeah, I did parole out here. They tried to charge me $5,000. I still feel spit. It's unconstitutional. I do financial work. You have to pay, fuck you. I don't have to pay you shit. We don't owe you anything. We served our time. We owe you nothing. You owe us. You're public servants. You've turned into criminals. Yeah, criminals. Who introduced us to the fentanyl? People like you. You want to make a buck and you don't care how you get it. Yeah, the white man. The white man thinks these things up. It's not the black man. It's not the brown man. It's not the Asian or the Native American man. It's not the islanders. It's the white man. I bet you if I go into that probation office right now, kicked open the doors and was sticking around to see who works there. Oh, the white people! Oh, the white people working at the probation. Well, how do I know that? I'm just guessing. But how do I know that? Because it's always a white guy. It's always a white guy that says, hey, you can do whatever you want. You can grab him by the pussy. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. It's always a white guy talking that crazy shit. Attention, Westminster probation officers. You are criminals. Your criminal behavior and your terrorism of the public has to stop. We demand that you leave us alone. We don't owe you anything. Go away. Westminster Probation. All of the criminals that work here have badges and guns. They threaten, intimidate, break the law, make it up as they go, commit crimes aplenty. Yes, the terrorism